Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Nyamaza shwari. Yeah, so welcome guys to our channel. Make sure you subscribe and press on that notification button. And yeah, so today, as you can see, we want to take you through the process of making kienyeji kuku from scratch when it's alive. So yeah, let's get straight to the video.
Chickens, thank you for sacrificing your life so that we can enjoy. We can enjoy.
Yeah, so after kuchinja, the next step, you put it in hot water. The water is very hot. I've shown you the way the water was boiling. Yeah, so make sure you flip all sides before the water becomes cold. Woo-hoo. Yeah, so the first thing, you usually remove these like two things, zinaitwa aje, scales ama zenye zina nini when it's still hot, so that they can easily be removed. Ukiacha ikae itakusumbua kutoa. Yeah, so once the water is hot, it's not hard to remove them. So you see, they're just, yeah, once you just like this, inatoka faster. Yeah, for us, we remove these things because we eat the mguu, kila kitu tunakula, hakuna kitu inatupwa. Yeah, so the next step is just removing. They'll come out faster. Yeah, you see, removing them is easier because the water was hot. So you just remove them faster. Yeah, it's not hard. Yeah, so let me remove them. Stop. I'm almost done, as you can see. Yeah, so it's so easy. See, as long as you've put it on hot water, it's faster, and you have to ensure, like under the wings, you lift so that you're able to remove. Then I'll also show you what to do so that the remaining feathers that will be standing, you can get rid of them completely. I'll show you what to do next. Yeah, so I'm done. I'm just trying to clear and remove completely those that are still remaining. Yeah, and for those like us who eat karibu kila kitu kwa kuku, for the head, make sure there's usually, for the mouth, there's this big outer covering that you're supposed to remove. Yeah, so you should not cook it with that outer covering. You should ensure you just, once you put it in hot water, if you just pluck it like this, it comes off like this. This one also comes off. Yeah. Yeah, so the next thing, guys, so that you can remove this feathers zenye zinabaki, you put it here kwa jiko. Yeah, I prefer using the jiko. You just put a mesh. Yeah, then you give it time. Once you do that, easy feathers zitabaniwa na moto, and it will be completely soft without no feathers. Some people cook it like that, just directly, but for me, I prefer removing the feathers completely, so that when eating it, at least usitafune hizi na feathers zenye zinabaki. Sawa. Yeah, because some of them huwezi toa na mkono. You can't use your hands to remove them completely, otherwise you'll spend the whole day. Yeah, so acha ichomeke, and let's wait and see what will happen next. Yeah, so guys, you see, if we flip the other side, so you see the feathers are completely done. Yeah, you just roast kidogo. You don't roast until it's fully done, until you can eat it. Yeah, so that's how you remove the hairs completely. You flip on the other side again, wait for some time. Yeah, and you remove these two small hairs. See? Yeah, that's how you completely remove them. It's roasted partially, like all the sides. So what you do next, you cut off the chicken feet, legs. Yeah, so you cut off the feet. For those who eat them, if you don't eat them, you throw them away, as we eat everything. So once you remove the feet, you put them to burn. You also put the head. Yeah, and you also let them ninikiasi. Yeah, so you should be careful so that if the heat is a lot, it doesn't get burnt completely. Yeah, so the next step, as this one burns, let's see how we are supposed to dissect. Ama to operate. Is it to dissect or to operate the chicken? Yeah, so guys, let's get right to the surgery. Yeah, so this is how I do it. There are various ways to do it. Yeah, so for me, I start with removing the thighs. You dissect like this, both sides, and you be careful so that you don't. Yeah, so you do that. Then these chickens are still young, so they are not hard, they are soft. Dissecting them should not give you any problem. But if you are having those big, like a big jogo, it's a lot of work. And also using a chopping board is risky because sometimes it might keep sliding, so I prefer washing up here. Then I just use it. Then you chop it into the sizes that you want, depending on how you like the sizes, if you like them big, small. So that will be up to you. Yeah, so maybe I just want to show you things that you should remove. You don't just chop and eat everything. There are things that you have to remove when you are preparing a chicken. Yeah, so the first thing is this. Here, it's here where it usually stores the food. Where the food goes. So this is how you remove it. You cut a little bit. They have done so. You remove the outer skin. This is good as we eat the outer skin. There are people who don't like eating the skin. So once you do that, it's this cutting here. You'll just see it there. And you be careful. You don't like pasua it. If you pasua it, it will remove the waste and the chicken will be messy and it will be stressful to cut it. Yeah, so here it is. You just pull like this. Yeah, and I've removed it. So make sure you remove this. Don't eat this when cutting the chicken. Once you've done that, the next thing that will be removed are inside now. They are not outside. So you can just dissect and you be careful because there's something. It's usually called what? The pancreas. Pancreatic grease, whatever. I'm not sure what it's called. If you cut it, it usually has like some green thing, and once you remove that, it will make the chicken bitter and you won't be able to eat it. You'll have to really wash it, and sometimes the bad taste does not go away, so you should be very careful when dissecting it. As you can see, guys, it's very hot because I had tried to roast it kidogo. Yeah, so this is the part you should be very careful with. I'll put this aside first. Yeah, so for this is really simple. You just cut it from your liking when unapenda. But if you like big sizes, you can even put it full like that. If you like smaller sizes, yeah, as you please. It's not hard. As I've told you, this chicken was still young. Oh, and I've forgotten to remove the wings. You can mix it like that or you can remove it. For mine, I like removing it separately. Yeah, so guys, this is the sensitive part I was telling you. So it has the intestines. This is the gizzard. That green thing I was telling you. Then there's this liver. Yeah, so I prefer dealing with them the very last bit after I'm done with everything. So I'm just going to disconnect them. To disconnect. Okay, I'm going to separate from the rest of the chicken. Then I'll come back to it. So, yeah, so guys, the sensitive part that I was informing you before is this green part, this one. Yeah, so you should be careful. If it breaks, at least I've already secured the other part of the chicken. That's why it's usually good to secure the chicken first. Then that's when you deal with it. Otherwise, if you do a mistake and mess with it, yeah, so we eat the liver. So the next thing, you just disconnect it from, separate it. Why do I like the disconnect? Yeah, you separate it and you be very careful. Yeah, so I've separated it, guys. Here it is. So our chicken is safe. The liver, the rest of it is okay. Yeah, the next thing that you should be careful when preparing the chicken is the gizzard. Yeah, don't put it like this. If you put like this, you will see wonders when eating it. So it usually has like some stone inside here. Yeah, so you should get rid of this. And also you should remove the top skin. This one, you see it can go. This one, you remove it like this. How it looks after I've removed it, those things, and cleaned it. So it's now okay. Yeah, another thing, there are those who throw intestines. You have an option of throwing them away. But again, for us, comment down below and let us know whether where you come from, if you eat the intestines or if you throw them away. For us, we eat them. We don't throw them away. Yeah, so what you do, you just prepare them well for you to be able to eat them. So it usually have like some kuku ndani pieces. So what you do, you just do this and be careful. Slowly. Yeah, and yeah, so guys, I've already removed the inside pieces, and I've washed them. They are now clean. Yeah, so what we do, you usually take and roll in the feet like this. Yeah, you roll in the feet. Yes, like that. Take the next one. Yeah, and roll like that. Yeah, so guys, this is the chicken, the pieces. So the next step, I'm going to like wash. Yeah, then we get to cooking. The pieces, you should not also wash it sana. Normally the dirty bits like the gizzards, you wash them before, so you don't need to overwash it. Yeah, and once you wash it, you just put it in the nini directly. I prefer cooking my chicken, especially if it's not a hard one. I prefer cooking it. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. Yeah, so first I put it in the pressure. I'm going to use the pressure cooker to cook it. So I'll just leave it first to drain the water it has. Yeah, then we'll continue from there. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, it has like shed most of its water. Then you can see it also has some oil. So normally I don't cook kienyeji chicken with oil. Yeah, so the next thing I do, I just usually add the onions. once I put the onions, I add there's this paste. I blended tomato and garlic and hoho. Yeah, then I just pour that paste. Yeah, and let it simmer for a bit. Yeah, so let me leave it to simmer for some time. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, it has started simmering. So the next thing you do, I add some Royco cubes, 2 pieces. Yeah, then I add curry powder. Yeah, so normally kienyeji chicken, you don't need to put a lot of spices. It has like its own taste. Then lastly, I put salt. Yeah, once I do that, I'll add water kidogo. Yeah, and once I add water, I will show you once it's ready. Not a lot of water since I'm using a pressure cooker to cook it. Yeah, it will get ready fast. I don't need to put a lot of water. Yeah, so let's wait for the end result. Yeah, so guys, as we eat the blood, this is the blood. After you've cut the chicken, you let it put the blood. I was not able to show you the process. I didn't want to discuss most of you. Yeah, so once you leave it for some time, huwa inashikana hivi. And after you've added, as you can see, I've added some soup inside the chicken. So you can now add the blood. Once you remove it, it's together. So you just do like this and voila. And it will get cooked like that. I'll show you the end product. Yeah, I'll show you once it's done.